Hello and welcome. I'm your host, and this is Beyond Real number 1. I got this book for free. I don't know why I got it for free. My shop man just put it in my stuff and was like, that one's free. Why? How? I don't know if everybody was getting one of these for free or if he just had too many of these and he knew he couldn't sell them or what. I don't even know what week this came out in or was supposed to come out in. But I got it. And we start out here with our heroine and her boyfriend, and they're looking at stuff and they're talking about the nature of reality. The whole premise of this book is that the universe is a simulation. So it's taken the simulationist approach to metaphysics, where reality is a computer program. You might remember that from this movie called The Matrix, basically. And there's some similarity here because our heroine kind of gets like code perception as something that happens to her. I don't know how else to explain it without spoiling everything, but she gets to understand, she gets to see through reality a little bit into like the underlying nature of things, the underlying code. So they're like going home and from their little date, and they get isekai'd right there. Oh no. Oh no, indeed. So the next couple pages, there's some stuff I'm not going to show on YouTube on them. Uh, but basically, it comes down to they have a terrible accident. He looks okay. They're working on her, afraid she's having a brain bleed. And then it turns out the situation's actually reversed. And he started suffering while he was in the hospital, and she recovered. So then she is going through her life with everything being wrong. She's seeing stuff that's not there. Impossible things are happening, like she sticks the pencil into the canvas. Things are floating. The world is distorting. Stuff is shaking. Reality doesn't make sense anymore. And she goes and seeks some professional help. A doctor's like, hey, you're just having, episodes because you're still recovering from what happened to you, the trauma you went through, the brain trauma, the concussion. She talks to, I think the other one was a psychiatrist who's just saying, hey, you got to just stick with it. You'll recover. You'll get better. And she also talks to a fortune teller who just gives her a bunch of pablum too. None of it really matters. What I really want to show you is this two-page spread. As she's going through her life, uh, she starts seeing these things. Look, this is how she's perceiving the world at this point. She's seeing stuff that you shouldn't see. It's like she's seeing the skeleton of reality. She's seeing the blood, the bone, the marrow that make up the world. And of course, the blood, bone, and marrow is all ones and zeros and stuff here. Like the very premise is told to us at the beginning of the book that this is a simulation, that it's a program, that it's code. What is real? And then they're teasing each other, touching each other. Oh, this is real. This is real. Feels real to me. Feels real to me. Then they get isekai'd, and the damage she suffers gives her this ability, this crazy ability to see stuff. I really liked this kind of material where the book is doing this very surreal look at the world. I thought it was pretty neat art in all these sections. The actual story itself is kind of intriguing, but not intriguing enough to get me to pay for the book, if that makes sense. Like, if I was given the rest of the series, however many issues there are for free, I'd read it, no questions asked. But am I going to pay the $4 or $5 for this? What is it? $4.99? Uh, Probably not. Probably not. And that's not really a knock against the book per se. I really like this cover, by the way. This feels very 90s Vertigo. In fact, the book itself feels kind of like a 90s Vertigo title in a good way. Um, I just don't necessarily think this book, like having read this, the way it's written and stuff, I don't feel like it's going to be something that will keep my interest in future issues. Like this initial setup of her basically getting the parameters for her quest that she's got to go on for the rest of the story. It's pretty interesting, but I'm not sure I'm going to enjoy the follow through, which is why I'm not going to go tell my shop man, hey, can you get me Beyond Real number 2? So it's not a fault of this particular issue. I just don't think I'm going to dig the whole story. I hope that makes sense. But maybe this tickles your fancy, and if that's the case, you should check it out. The next issue, I think I got this maybe like 3 weeks ago or something, so the next issue's got to be coming out soon. It's got to be. And if this is your jam, you should check it out. You all take care of yourselves. You have a great day, great night, great whatever you got going on. Hope to see you again next time. Till then, bye-bye.